Let's see what we got. What we got? Something different today. 15 most disturbing places on Earth. I like shit like this. I might be quiet throughout a lot of it, but I'll chime in. Let's see what they talking about.
Our planet Earth has some of the most breathtaking landscapes.
Nah,
Unlike tourist-filled cities and towns, there are a few places no human should ever dare to visit. Here are the 15 most dangerous places on Earth.
I'm scary. I don't want to be in places like that anyway, where it's cold and on mountains, or when it's too hot and the shit melting and shit. Nah, I don't even want to go to experience. I don't want a once in a lifetime thing. None of that. Fuck all that. I'm
Number
good.
15, Snake
I'm good
Island,
where I'm
Brazil.
at.
93
Snake
miles
Island.
away from Sao Paulo lies a land that is considered to
That
be the
shit
most
look
dangerous
beautiful.
place on Earth. Ilha de Queimada Grande, or Snake Island, is an island where no human is allowed to step foot on. With highly venomous and deadly golden lancehead snakes slithering around the land,
I'm about to say,
there is
they
no
just
safe
pop up out
quarter
the
on the
sand?
island. Last known human inhabitants date back to the 1920s. Legend says the last fisherman who strayed to
So if you could survive the snake shit, you could have that bitch all to yourself. You could have that whole island to yourself, man. You just gotta know how to capture snakes and do your thing. You hear me?
too close to the
Good
island
chance.
shore was discovered on his boat days later, lifeless in his own pool of blood.
Oh damn! Hold on.
Shore was discovered on his boat days later, lifeless in his own pool of blood.
How? How does the
Number
snake
14,
get on the boat?
Sinabung Volcano, Indonesia. Mount Sinabung is arguably one of the most dangerous places on Earth. In 2010, after 400 years in dormancy, Sinabung Volcano awoke and spewed hot gas, ash, and rocks into the Indonesian land. Thousands were harmed and at least 15 people were killed. Sinabung Volcano is the only volcano
Like people
on
who
level
live in
4
those and leave places like this, they do know they could leave, right? Like they must really just love their home and don't want to leave. But it's like slavery. It's like, you know, you could leave this little town and go move over here and it's totally different over there, right? You wouldn't have to go through none of that, right?
alerts,
Oh,
and
that's just
completely
good,
off
dog.
limits to any climbers. In 2019, another eruption caused havoc across the local village. Captured footage shows how ash and smoke shot 23,000 feet into the air
That's
and
crazy.
coated the land in debris.
Taking the time to
That
save
shit
it, Mrs.
crazy.
Crunchy,
People
and
be living
soft
close
bagels.
around that
Thanks,
shit.
Tom.
And could see
It's
that
a
happen and
Tom
still wouldn't
action.
move. Wouldn't go nowhere. I got
Number
family
13.
when Katrina, the house went underwater and they still like, nah, I'm coming right
Bermuda
back to this
Triangle.
house.
One of the world's most famous mysteries is the infamous Bermuda Triangle. The
Right.
Devil's Triangle is bounded by
That's
Miami,
mysteries.
Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, and is the
Mysterious.
place where ships, planes, and people mysteriously
Hold on,
disappear.
what, Puerto Rico?
Bermuda and Puerto Rico, and is the Devil's Triangle is bounded by Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, and
I
is
didn't
the
know
place
that.
where ships, planes, and people mysteriously
I didn't know
disappear. Giant airplanes and boats have vanished without ever radioing for distress messages. Some theories say that powerful rogue waves that reach up to 100 feet destroy all evidence of a ship or plane, and are the cause of sudden disappearances. No matter what the
Y'all believe like them dark holes and sinkholes like that could like go so far down that you end up on the other side and you end up in space? Yeah, you believe that?
reasons
Shit
may
fuck
be,
yeah,
the
though.
Bermuda Triangle is the
I believe
world's
shit
most
like that.
supernatural and paranormal place. Number 12, Lake Natron, Tanzania.
Everything about the
Lake
world
Natron is a
supernatural.
notorious place on Earth where all living creatures die from simple contact, and where birds suddenly turn into stones and statues.
That's crazy.
Not only is the lake extremely alkaline,
How
but this
how is that even possible? Like, what the fuck could they touch that make you turn into stone instantly? That shit you see in movies and shit. But what? How is that possible? That mean there's a lot of explaining to do about the Earth, man.
supernatural place in Tanzania can reach dangerously high temperatures as well. And while the glass-looking and reflective lake tricks birds into flying straight into water, it's the climate that turns these creatures into stones. During dry seasons, when the water recedes, the birds desiccate and turn into stone-like statues. The pictures speak for
At
the
first you said it like it was ASAP, like it was instant. Like as soon as they hit the water, as soon as they touch something, they just turn to stone. I'm like, if that was the case, then that's
Themselves.
crazy.
Number 11, Death Valley, California, U.S. Death Valley is a very apt name for this Californian
That shit
desert.
looked like a pool or a lake or something was there, and then it just dried up. And
The highest temperature ever recorded in history. Death Valley's degrees vary from 134 degrees Fahrenheit at dawn to negative 10 degrees Fahrenheit at night. At 282 feet below sea level, Death Valley is the lowest point in North America. Without any water, the hottest place on Earth can kill a human within 14 hours. The mysterious desert has rocks that move across the ground and sand that sings.
Time to get your ass
Worth a quick trip and adventure, but make sure to
You look like once you in a place like that, you stuck. Ain't no getting out. How?
drink your
It's
water.
gonna take 14 hours to walk from here to that part over there.
Number 10. Danakil Desert, Eritrea. Hell on Earth and the world's most inhospitable place are nicknames rightfully given to the Danakil Desert in Eritrea. If these nicknames weren't enough to paint a picture of how dangerous this place truly is, let's dig a little deeper.
Why is it
The
that
sun
color?
favors one place on Earth, and that place sits in Eritrea, Africa. Located in northeast Ethiopia, it's the land the Afar people call home, Danakil Desert. With an average year-round temperature of 95 degrees Fahrenheit, this African desert is one of the hottest scorching places on Earth. But the dry and hot weather aren't the only features of this astounding desert. Across hundreds of miles stands the Danakil Depression, a place where three tectonic plates
Walking
join
that
and
shit.
create the
It don't
depression.
look like there's civilization in miles and miles. Where's y'all walking to? Where did y'all come from is the question. How did you just get dropped off in that place? Like,
As
what the
small
fuck?
volcanoes dominate the Rift Valley, the floor is mostly made of basaltic lava. Its flaming hot lava can be captured at night when the flaming magma displays a dangerously beautiful scene.
How y'all got this video?
Number 9. Valley of Death,
Drone or like
Russia.
What? How y'all got that? How y'all captured
You
that
might
video
think
just now?
the Valley of Death is an over-exaggeration or a tad bit too dramatic, but once you hear about this supernatural place,
Nah,
you'll
that
see
bitch
why
look
this name
deathful.
is very fitting and apt.
For sure.
Located in eastern Russia is a place that is called an animal graveyard, with many puzzling head-scratching and backstories and origins. This valley remains to be an unsolved mystery. According to legend, two hunters stumbled upon the bizarre land in the 1930s. Upon climbing up the Kipnich volcano, they
The
saw
hell he
land with
doing
no
now?
grass or plants, covered with dead animal bodies. The explorers soon started to feel dizzy and decided to flee the area. As rumors of the mysterious land spread, many tried to finally solve the puzzle and come back with proper answers. Just like animals, around 80 human lives were taken by the supernatural valley.
Damn.
Scientists have deduced that the lethality of the land is due to high concentrations of poisonous gases that arise from the volcano. A mix of hydrogen sulfide, carbon dioxide, and sulfur dioxide kill living creatures within minutes, whilst also preserving dead animals' bodies for years. As the deadly gases accumulate throughout the animals' bodies, it prevents the bacteria responsible for decomposition to complete its action. That's why animal bodies were seen scattered around the land. As one might expect, the Valley of Death is closed for visitors.
That's how
The only way to
motherfucking,
sneak a peek at the
dinosaurs
land
and
is
shit
through a
got
helicopter
extinct.
tour, which costs a hefty $700. Before we move on, be sure to subscribe
Like
to Top
even
5
that
Park,
snake place,
Bolivia.
if the government wanted to, they could move in and really like clean some shit up, couldn't they? Like they could get in that bitch and do this
This
thing.
picturesque park is
and get it
extremely
right if they
dangerous in
wanted
real
to.
life. Manditi National Park,
Look,
located
bro.
in Bolivia, is the home to the most poisonous and
Damn, that
venomous
water
fauna
dirty.
in the world.
I was just looking at the Mississippi water the other day. I was like, damn, boy, if you never leave New Orleans, you would think this is what the water look like until you leave and see that they really got blue beaches and shit like that. Cause growing up here, this all we know is brown water like this. We ain't even know they got real blue water.
Simple touch, cut, or a
Beaches
wound
and
can become
oceans and
infected
shit.
with tropical parasites that cause dizziness and even death. And while this land is undoubtedly very dangerous and hazardous, it doesn't stop tourists and travelers from making a quick trip down to the Manditi National Park.
Not
The
bad.
mesmerizing Bolivian park is home to some of the most
People don't
majestic
learn.
creatures
They out
known
there
to
with no
man.
shoes
From
on.
exotic animals to unique
They get
fauna,
bit by an
Manditi
ant
Park
and
is
it's
filled
over.
with surprises and wonders. From jaguars, otters, to crested eagles and hummingbirds, the park has over 1,100 different animal and bird species. But when it comes to the real danger a human can face, one must always remember that this gorgeous and green park houses some of the most toxic and poisonous fauna in the world. Extremely deadly
That's what the
parasites
world be
await
looking
as a
like if
cut
there
or
was no
wound is
humans
detected
on
on a
it.
human.
You just
When
coming
the
down
perfect
from
time
space or
arises, it hits
something
the
and
immune system and
the world
causes
just
sudden
came
death.
back up. It's just nothing but
Manditi
green
National
shit.
Park, as breathtaking
And
and
humans
beautiful as
come
it may
and they
be,
start
is known
fucking
for its
shit up,
venomous
tearing shit
spiders,
down,
snakes,
building,
and poisonous plants.
repopulating. You know how
So,
we
if you're
do.
thinking about visiting this exotic land, make sure you
Taking
stay
over,
safe and
acting like
follow
it's
the
ours.
guide rules carefully. Nika Crystal Cave, Mexico.
Oh yeah, niggas love. I was just about to say niggas love that. Is that where crystal meth and cocaine and all that shit come from? I know it come from Mexico, but that's what that is.
The Nika Crystal Cave in Mexico is so mysterious and unexplored that National Geographic shot an hour-long documentary showcasing the dangers and wonders of the Crystal Cave. 3 scientists geared up for a deep exploration trip as they visited Nika's mountain's infamous cave. Located in the Chihuahuan Desert, this mountain is home to the biggest crystals in the world. As hot magma lurks below the cave, this Mexican destination is a heat stroke accident waiting to happen. The 3 scientists sent for an impossible mission had different goals in mind. Their main objective was to collect the crystal samples and to later observe them. There are these crystals the size of redwood trees. You stand there with your mouth wide open, said Chris McKay, a planetary scientist. Exciting and life-changing as this adventure might have been, one must remember that as soon as a person walks into the cave, their body starts to die. With incredibly high temperatures and unbearable humidity, the only way to approach such a cave was by using protective suits. But even with the appropriate attire, the scientists only have about a half hour to collect their samples and get out alive. George Kourounis, a well-known adventurer and documentary expert, was given the green light to spend only one day at the notorious Crystal Cave.
It's like if it was diamonds or gold, humans going in that bitch, you ain't stopping it. They gonna figure out something. They gonna invent something to go in there.
It took the explorer 2 years to finally get the permission needed. But according to the Daredevil, it was worth the wait. It looks like Superman's Fortress of Solitude, says George. As far as the hot temperature goes, even George vouched for the cave's unbearable heat, commenting, as soon as you walk in, you start to die. Number 5. Kawah Ijen Volcano, Indonesia. Seeing the breathtaking and mesmerizing blue lava-like rivers of light might seem like a futuristic movie scene, but in reality, it's extremely poisonous Kawah Ijen Lake. A stunning turquoise lake sits at the peak of Kawah Ijen Volcano, and at night, electric blue flames can be seen rolling down the mountainsides.
What the fuck?
The absolutely jaw-dropping lake is full of hydrochloric acid, which is more corrosive than battery acid. The hydrogen chloride gas spewing from the volcano collides with sulfur-containing gases and creates a powerful chemical that is unimaginably corrosive. The Greek-Canadian explorer George Kourounis once again had the opportunity to explore one of the world's most dangerous places. The adventurer took a small rubber boat out into the acid lake to measure its acidity.
It's just a toxic lake of sulfuric acid. What could possibly go wrong?
That's it?
The pH of the water was measured to be as low as 0.13. But even though this volcano and lake are clearly dangerous and deadly to humans, miners still risk their lives to collect the accumulated sulfur. George had watched these miners hard at work and recalls how the only protection they had was a wet rag stuffed into their mouth. Sulfur dioxide gas would still leak through and dissolve away their front teeth. Beautiful as it may seem, the Kawah Ijen volcano and lake is one of the most dangerous places on Earth. Number 4. Mount Washington, New Hampshire, United States. It's a widely known fact that Mount Everest is not only the tallest mountain in the world, but is also the most dangerous mountain on Earth. And while no other great summit can come close to the incredible height and perplexity of Mount Everest, there's one other mountain in the world that holds a substantial title. Known as the most dangerous small mountain in the world, Mount Washington in New Hampshire is any hiker's worst nightmare. But what exactly makes this peak so hazardous? It's clearly not the height, but the wind. In April 1934, the highest ever wind velocity of 231 miles per hour was recorded on Mount Washington. Even at wind speeds of 60 miles per hour, hiking becomes nearly impossible. Powerful blowing winds and cold weather combine to intensify hypothermia. Freezing temperatures that drop to -40 Fahrenheit and continuous heavy snowfalls make Mount Washington a truly dangerous place to visit. Daredevil hikers who see this mountain as a beatable obstacle do heavy research before starting their unforgettable journey. Meticulous calculations have to be made in order to begin the adventure with appropriate weather. With over 150 recorded fatalities since 1849, it's paramount to embark on such an adventure extremely prepared and organized. Number 3, Lake Nos, Cameroon. The silent but deadly Lake Nos turned out to be much more dangerous than scientists first assumed. Lake Nos, located in Cameroon, Central Africa, seemed like an innocent, beautiful lake, surrounded by small villages. At first glance, no one could expect this quiet, blue, and picturesque lake to be more than just a pool of water. But the narrative changed on one fateful August night. In 1986, a tall fountain of water started spouting out of Lake Nos. The fountain soon released a white cloud of gas, which grew bigger by the minute. It reached 300 feet in height and spread over the nearby villages.
And y'all just happened
Residents
to be
soon
over
started to
camera?
lose consciousness and collapse on the ground. The gas turned out to be carbon dioxide. At concentrations greater than 15%, carbon dioxide can be lethal. And on that August night, more than 1,700 rocks for decades. This compound has the ability to pass through rocks and slowly dissolve in the water, leaving it to be extremely dangerous and hazardous. While most cases of dissolved underwater carbon dioxide overturn, reach the surface, and eventually dissolve in the atmosphere, this didn't happen to Lake Nyos. Poisonous gas remained trapped until something triggered its release and resulted in over 1,700 deaths. Number 2. Fraser Island, Australia. A fun way to spend a hot summer day is to pack your suitcase and head to the beach. Everyone enjoys a refreshing, entertaining time at the beach, swimming and tanning alongside your friends and family. But one beach that's categorically forbidden is located on Fraser Island. Just off the southeastern coast of Queensland, Australia, stands a beautifully mesmerizing beach. But unlike your local shores, Fraser Island is the #1 most dangerous beach in the world. Every aspect of the beach is unsafe and extremely hazardous, from the ocean water and beach sand to the animals and water species that inhabit this land. No part of Fraser Island is considered to be bearable for humans. Deep inside the ice-cold waters live irukandji jellyfish and bluebottles, tentacled species with powerful stinging abilities. How can sand be dangerous, you may ask? As the sand in the lakes can't be seen, enthusiastic swimmers choose to go headfirst into the water, without any hint of how shallow the water truly is. As far as animal inhabitants go, most have heard of the infamous Australian dog species, the dingoes. And unlike our human companions and loyal dogs, these species aren't as friendly to people as one might assume. They are wild, undomesticated predators that can attack anyone or anything that triggers aggression or irritation. As there are thousands of beaches across the world, there is no logical reason to visit Fraser Island without a death wish. Number 1. Elephant Kingdom, Thailand. The Elephant Kingdom, located in Chonburi, Thailand, is thought to be the world's most terrifying tourist attraction. While cities and towns all over the world
walking around shooting alligators for a living, and you clear that bitch out. Do alligators go down with 1 shot, 2 shots? You need a 40, 45 chopper? What you need?
For beautiful scenery and historic castles, this particular tourist attraction offers something completely different. Even though the name Elephant Kingdom might make you think this famous Thailand destination is stretched out land inhabited by elephants, in reality, it's something quite the opposite. Have you ever wanted to climb into a metal cage and feed reptiles? Well, the notorious Elephant Kingdom offers just that. Tourists from all over the world gather in Chonburi in the hopes of feeding live 10-foot-long crocodiles, only separated by a metal cage that is kept afloat with
and all these type of different species, octopuses, all these, anything that's in the ocean. That shit don't blow y'all mind. Like it really just had you thinking about life in the world that we live in, and like, what is it? Like those are considered aliens to me. Like fucking octopuses and anything that's in that realm, or anything that's swimming, I look at that shit like an alien to me, and it blows my mind every time just thinking about it. And I just thought about that because I was looking at the skin on that crocodile or the alligator. It was like some other shit. Like, what is that? You hear me? Like goddamn.
10-foot-long crocodiles, only separated by a metal cage that is kept afloat with plastic barrels. There is little to no barrier against the deadly that is kept in the hopes of feeding live that.
That shit, when I saw that, I was just looking like, damn, dog, that shit, like, his whole skin is fucking amazing when you really think about it. Like, that shit crazy. And I'm high, so that shit really just, like, blow your mind. Like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, how was this already here? Like, where did it come from? Like,
tourists from all over the world gather in Chonburi in the hopes of feeding live 10-foot-long crocodiles, only separated by a metal cage that is kept afloat with plastic barrels. There is little to no barrier against the deadly reptiles. Tourists on board of the metal cages often don't realize that they themselves could end up being the crocodile's meals. The small caliber rafts were often broken down and unsafe. The empty plastic barrels that held up the cage would often sink or move, adding suspense to the already tense situation. When a tourist captured the now viral photo of tourists dangling food for the reptiles,
put a little girl
social
in
media
there
went
like
berserk.
it's nothing.
The international outcry forced the Thai government and local police to finally step in and take proper measures. This extremely dangerous and over-the-top park
Yeah,
was
that shit
finally
look
shut down in 2016 on the counts of numerous safety hazards. Subscribe to Top 5s for more and check out some of our other popular videos.
Goddamn mute. I like shit like that. I don't know. I'm gonna see if y'all like shit like that. I don't mind doing more shit like that. Fuck, y'all had to let me know. Put it in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe while you at it, and we'll talk about it.
Don't do it for the boy, just do it for the boy, just do it for the boy.